What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is going to be kind of an old school commentary. This is probably going to be one of my last Call of Duty just commentaries, and I wanted to make this video for twofold reasons. First off, I want to explain why I quote unquote quit Black Ops Cold War, and second of all, why I'm not really posting COD videos. So it's going to be a bit more of like, you know, the old school personal, like just Call of Duty commentaries that, you know, kind of just grew this channel up to 3.5 thousand subscribers. But I've decided to take a step back and just look at different opportunities for the channel just because of a few reasons. Let's first talk about why I don't play Cold War. So I made a ton of Cold War videos, right? And I think one of the biggest things you noticed was that I was kind of overlapping topics to a certain degree. You know, there's only so much you can talk about in a certain video game when you upload every single day. First thing up is obviously skill-based matchmaking. You can talk about that, talk about the effects of it. And I talked about that a lot. I think I've pretty much driven all my points into the ground regarding that topic, and there's not a whole lot else to discuss when it comes to that. You know, it's the same old thing. SBMM in Call of Duty public matches makes things just not fun. You know, it makes things like you have to try really hard when you don't want to. There's not much of a meta anymore. And there's just a lot of other things that just like drive you crazy when you play this game non-competitively and you're forced to play competitively because of skill-based matchmaking. It's just not fun, right? And it makes for a very boring experience, makes for everyone using the same types of guns, same meta. Everyone's scared to move, to ruin their KD. You play weird because you're caring about your KD because it affects your matchmaking. Like, there's just so many things. Another topic I really discussed a lot was the Warzone hacker situation, which, again, I made, I don't know, at least 5 to 6 videos on that. How much more can you really say about that, right? Like, oh, we need a hacker system. We need a anti-cheat. Okay, like, you know, like there's not a whole lot else you can say about that. So there's just a lot of things like that were just like topics that were like over and over again, like just I was just driving into the ground, you know, like when I quit, I was already kind of quote unquote forcing videos at that point. You know, I tried to milk it as long as I could, but at a certain point, you know, when there's not much news going on anymore, there's not much to talk about. There's not a whole lot else to say. And I just got kind of bored of it, you know, and I really didn't want to be a YouTuber who just constantly makes the same video every day. You know, like, I don't know, like I make similar videos every day, but I don't want to make the same video every day. So where does that lead me now in terms of Call of Duty? I don't really play Call of Duty. I mean, I can't say that. I don't really play Cold War. I think we're in the COD cycle where the previous game is quote-unquote better because it's more finished, you know? Like, at this time last year, I was playing Black Ops 4 because Modern Warfare was super sweaty. It was not finished yet, you know? There was like half the maps that we currently have. And obviously that's the same thing with Black Ops Cold War. If you look at Season 2, which, you know, people are asking me, are you going to make a video on this? Are you going to talk about this? And I really appreciate that. You know, people in Discord, people on Twitter were telling me like, oh, you should talk about this. You know, I know the channel's slow right now, but if you talk about Season 2, it'll get better. I appreciate people, you know, wanting to hear my thoughts on that stuff. But like at the end of the day, it's a momentary boost. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, in my opinion, you can't have your channel live and die based on the game news, if that makes sense. You know, like my channel can't live off of what they do or don't do. It has to live off of what I do, and that's kind of why I wanted to transition my style into more commentary, more like news-based videos, and we'll see how that goes. You know, like I'm not like 100% doing those kinds of videos forever. Those of you who are still subscribed and watch every single one of my videos, you guys notice that some of my videos are really short and snappy. Some of them are, you know, longer, and I just kind of talk, ramble like like in this video. So I really don't know my exact style yet, but I do know that I'm just bored of Cold War. I'm bored of Call of Duty in general, you know? Like, I hop on to play Modern Warfare Search and Destroy with friends, and even that, you know, like it's not boring per se, but it's just frustrating. Call of Duty is just a frustrating game to play. I don't want to work a whole day and then boot up my PC and deal with frustrating people just jumping around everywhere. You know, people being way better than me. It's just not fun, you know what I mean? Speaking of all that, and speaking of frustrating, the gameplay you're watching is League play. I didn't even talk about League play. I just had no interest in it, you know? I really don't have any interest in talking about League play in Season 2, in the next Call of Duty. Like, these are the big topics right now. I don't have an interest in it. You know, we already know everything. League play is not going to save the game. Season 2 is not going to save the game. And the next COD game is probably going to be unfinished. You know, like I summed up like a week's worth of videos in 3 sentences, you know, so I just didn't feel like talking about it. There's not a whole lot I can say. If you want to hear me talk about it, if you want to ask me stuff, you know, just feel free to pop by my Twitch streams and, you know, we could talk about it there. I'll definitely give you my thoughts. It's not like I'm avoiding it, but to make entire videos on, you know, a game that I just barely play / don't care about anymore, it is what I just don't feel like it, you know? And you're gonna notice in the, upcoming videos, oh, Tim, why do you have Cold War gameplay? Why do you have Modern Warfare gameplay? It's because first off, I still kind of play here and there. It's not like I full out quit. But also I played a ton back in the day, I'm level like 600 in this game and I haven't played like weeks. That goes to show you that I played a ton. I have saved up a ton of gameplay. I know the value of saving gameplay so you don't have to hop on every single time you want a gameplay. So hopefully that explains, why I don't play Cold War, why I just kind of quit, why Cold War is just boring. It is boring. There's no guns, there's no DLC, there's no maps. Like it's boring. It's empty game. Probably like January, February, the next COD game, Cold War is going to be a complete game. They're going to fix the lobbies, like the breaking up and the friends list and stuff like that. I think it's going to be a fun game next year when it's, had enough attention to actually be a game. As it is right now, Cold War is just very unfinished, boring, just not a lot of content, and there's no point in playing it. I got my Dark Matter. I don't really care about Dark Ether that much. I mean, like, I'll go for it eventually, but I'm not like stressing to go for it. So I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I do play Warzone Rebirth, by the way. That is something I still really enjoy about Call of Duty, probably what I would prefer to spend my time in. Shoot the ship in Modern Warfare, as long as I get Shoot House, that's fun too. But other than that, I don't really enjoy Call of Duty right now. It's just very stale. I don't know if it's because of pandemic that, we're playing all day or something like that, like way more than we used to. At least for me, I'd be outside way more if there was no pandemic, but because of pandemic, I'm still staying inside a lot. For the latter half of this video, I know I'm touching on it briefly. I want to talk about why I transitioned into commentaries and not just COD commentaries, but just, commentaries in general. It's because the ceiling is higher, like it's just, there's only so many people in this world who care about Call of Duty. However, let's say I made a video on Pokimane. There are way more people who care about Pokimane than Call of Duty, right? Especially like nowadays. And so I guess the overall premise is that the ceiling on YouTube is higher for these kinds of videos. And if I'm going to put in this much effort, like to upload every day, make a thumbnail every day, tag, title, description, all that stuff every day, I want more out of it, like I was satisfied with my views when I was in the algorithm back in like November to January. Obviously I'm out of it, by the way, if you haven't noticed. I was getting like a 50-60% view to sub ratio. It was amazing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so thankful for that. If you're a new sub during that time, I really thank you for, coming by, subscribing and watching. But now that I'm out of the algorithm, I do feel a certain like freedom to kind of just do whatever, like, because if you're out of the algorithm, you have a chance at like a new start, like, because if you're in the algorithm and you post, new commentaries or whatever now, or like during that time, they're 100% not going to do well. You might even lose subs. You might be kicked out of the algorithm. Like, it's too risky, you know what I mean? But now that I'm out, I feel a certain level of like, oh, if this video tanks, it's not the end of the world because I don't lose anything. I'm not in the algorithm anyway, so I can kind of experiment. And that's what I'm kind of doing now. Hopefully I can be picked up in this new algorithm with these commentary videos. But I just want to make this old school commentary, just probably one last commentary for Call of Duty, strictly focused on. I mean, I might make like the COD 2021 game review or something like that. I might make a season 2 review if it's like really interesting or if I really enjoy it. But for right now, I'm kind of just chilling in terms of Call of Duty. I don't really take anything too seriously. I don't really play League play. I don't really want to play Search and Destroy, but I kind of do. And I just don't play Cold War, it's just, it is what it is. It's a sad state of affairs because I do enjoy this game on paper, but there's just so many things that just messed up this game / unfinished about this game. But yeah, to all my COD fans who, subscribe because they want to see COD, I mean, like, if you want to unsubscribe to the channel because I'm not going to be posting COD focused videos, I can't really stop you, I just want to give you a heads up. It's been a week now and I don't really see myself going back to COD right now. I wanted to wait a little bit, just in case I really thought, I would go back to COD. But after like a week and a half of just not uploading COD, not really talking about COD on Twitter even, like, it is what it is. I don't really miss it. I don't really miss talking about COD. Maybe I will when the next game comes out and maybe I'll start up again. But hopefully this commentary side of my channel takes off and hopefully you guys are along the ride for that. But with all that being said, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And again, appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day and peace.